amazing to get the first win. It was beautiful because it was ugly, which was interesting. But I think the third goal from Arthur put us at ease a little bit, because it was one of those where I felt like once the third goal went in, I felt like we could see the game out.
Hey, Coach, good to see you again. You mentioned yesterday how you thought all your attacking group would be the primary goal scorers, but it was your midfielders today. Is that a good sign that you'll get scoring from every position?
Yeah, listen, midfielders. I've said to the midfielders, if they, I expect them to get 5 goals each, and obviously Arthur and Danny notching today, and Juan Carlos obviously for in the forward department. Really, really happy with the 3 goals, and I'll never turn down a goal scoring midfielder. That's for sure.
It seemed like, especially in the first 2 goals, capitalizing on outside backs getting forward, wingers getting end line and making crosses. Tactically, how important is that to your game plan this year? Because again, it just seemed like there was Gabby getting up, Walmer on the outside. That seems really important to this team.
Yeah, it was very important today. I think it's really important to do what the game tells you to do. So we'll prepare the players to be ready for anything. And like you say, that was an area where we felt we could exploit the opposition. And I felt like we got into those areas in the final third in the first half countless times. And if we would have been a little bit more clinical with the final ball, we would have scored more.
And also just one more being, and I should know the numbers better, but you guys had a shorthanded bench. This is not a full team you're working with at the moment. So what is it like to get a road result of this caliber early on, where Red Bull 2 as well, they're missing players, you're all missing players, but just mindful of those factors, what's it like to get a result?
Yeah, it was a beautiful win. We actually had a couple of niggles in training yesterday that we actually didn't want to risk, and that was why the bench was short. And it made the win better. I have to be honest, it made the win better. And I'll let you guys into a secret. I was probably 2 minutes away from putting Carlos Marancio up front, our second goalkeeper. And I was willing to do that just to save some legs. Didn't have to, but there's your headline.
What do you think of today's defensive performance? Well, yes, throughout, and especially in the second half.
Yeah, I feel like defensively we conceded across the entire game. I feel like we conceded just moments. The passages of play that Red Bull 2's had was in front of us quite a lot. The penalty's not a penalty. I've watched it back. Jeff gets a good touch on the ball. Connor clears it off the line. For the first goal, to be honest with you, we just need to foul on the halfway line and we get back in. But we learn from it. Every goal is a lesson. Every goal is a lesson, whether we score it or concede it. So I was happy with how the boys defended the goal, considering the players that we had in certain positions.
Did you feel pressure coming into this? It was the first match for you. This is a chance to really show the fan base, hey, here's what we're going to be about. Did you sense any of that pressure, or was it almost, hey, let's just get out there and finally get after it?
Yeah, Jonathan, I'll be honest with you. I'll put the pressure on myself. All of the external factors will never be as intense as I am on myself and my own work, and how I'll forensically analyse everything I say and do throughout the week, and how I'll try and prepare the players. Being a manager at 31 years old in the USL, there's no pressure there. This is a privilege to be in this position. The pressure comes from me every day, analysing my work and trying to be better.
Last one would just be Danny. He gets the first goal. I thought it was a really brilliant combination play on the left-hand side. Bradford had a few great moments with Gabby as well out wide, but what's it like to get the captain off the mark there? I think is mindful of the injuries, the absences. You especially need a player like that to step up. Yeah,
you've just hit the nail on the head. So tonight we needed somebody to step forward, and our captain did that. Scored. I looked at the clock. I don't think there was long gone. I think it was between 8 and 12 minutes on the clock. Scores, sets the tone, sets the tempo. That's what he is. He's a leader. He leads by example. He's been phenomenal off the pitch. Tonight he was phenomenal on the pitch. He covered every single blade of grass for the team.
What do you think today's performance will impact, I guess, your mentality in terms of choosing the lineup for next week or for next game?
Yeah, good question. It gives us a problem. Gives us a nice problem. Gives us a nice selection problem. When you're playing players slightly out of position and they put the performances in like they did tonight, put the shift in like they did tonight to fill the gaps, some wonderful performance. I have to say, I thought Arthur Rogers was absolutely outstanding tonight. Best player on the pitch by a mile. So it's given me a problem. And it's a nice one to have.
You mentioned players playing out of position. Do you envision Connor playing center back much this year, or was that more of a, hey, we need someone to play this spot right now?
What we've done in terms of our recruitment is we've tried to recruit players that are able to do both. For me, Connor is one of the best number sixes in the USL on his day, and he is a number six. But the fact that he played there tonight and was honestly almost perfect with his performance, I'm really proud of him and the entire team.
Coach, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Obregon. Obviously, it's a very good start for him. And, this is a very good year and especially a very big time in his career, knowing that he has a chance to play in the Olympics later on this year. What have you seen from him and how important do you think it is for him to get started with a goal tonight? Thank you.
Yeah, for a forward, that's what you're paid to do. That's your job. So the fact that he's come on and he's scored and he's also worn down the opposition backline relentlessly for the time he was on the pitch. I'm really excited for him. Really excited for his journey with us. And I'm just going to try and prepare him as best I can to go to the next level because I believe he has the ability to do so.